Welcome aboard again today, my wonderful viewers. From just the brief intro of the track that you just seen, you can see I'll just play around with the scratch and then switch to another song. As the beat continue to roll, one aspect we are going to be looking at today again is a part that involves where exactly do you set your cue point for scratch. So you can see how interesting it is when you scratch on a beat and it flows along with the beat or the song that is currently playing. This setting comes in different from if you are setting it on a beat, that means on the part of an instrumental, or if you are setting it on a part of an a cappella, that is a part of a song. But for today's one, we are going to be looking at how to set this cue point on a beat so that it rhymes with the song that is currently playing as you scratch. How you set this cue point really matters. It affects a lot of little things that will determine if the audience will enjoy the output that is coming out from your speaker or it will be completely turned off. Now that this beat is currently playing, most of the time you can decide to put your EQs. Let me show you here. You can see your EQs here. You can turn the filter down or turn the loop frequency down if you don't want the bass of the other instrument of the part you are scratching to really show up in the song that you are about to scratch or on the beat that you are about to scratch. Or you can leave it. If you allow it, the beat will be very high, that means the bass feature will be very high. Or in some cases, maybe you want to play with the a cappella, some people will go to the point of using stem, that means turning down the stem completely, turning up the stem, or turning down the low frequency down completely, so that only the part of the song that is being clearly will become dominant on the beat that you are scratching on. So for now, we are going to see this on a beat. So we are picking a part of a beat. If you are going to set cue point, take note. Always, you can use this waveform here to set your cue point if you want to scratch either on a beat or on a song. But for the purpose of beat, we are going to use this particular part. Look at this part that says scratch. This part will really help you a lot if you are going to set your cue point for the scratch. Let me click it so that you see it. You will see how tiny the little differences here will make if I should shift my cue point from the song. For now, I'm going to pause the part that is playing, then I'm going to scratch so that you see what I'm talking about. The song is paused. When we come to this particular point, just watch forward and backward scratch. You can see how it hits. It provides that real hit. That means when you are scratching on your crossfader, you hit a particular part. That means you are picking the part of a sound that is hitting completely the sound wave of your speaker and it's coming back to stop abruptly. Then you are going to see another part. I'm going to shift this cue point forward again. I'm going to shift it forward this time around. Then you see how the difference it will make again this time around. Using my arrow key, I'm going to shift it to put it on the song, on the wave of the song, directly on the wave of the track. See, you can now see this time around now. It's not hitting. This time around, it's doing as if you are brushing something on the surface. So these little things we put up depending on what you want. You have to be mindful of it. So we are going to return it again so that I get to hear it again. If I set it at the beginning, look at it. You can see it sounds as if you are hitting something and you are bringing it back while in a scratch mode. If you are to conduct a stab scratch, just watch. You can see it's giving you that real touch of that sound effect that you are hitting something, just as if you are carrying something and you are hitting pa 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 pa. This time around you are not brushing. Then if you combine the two, you can see how interesting the sound. Yeah, I'm going to shift it forward again this time around. Then I will conduct both the baby scratch and the normal scratch on it. Then we'll run it on the track again to see this time around. I've moved it forward. Look at the tiny difference. This tiny difference will mean a lot to this particular wave. Just watch. You can see it's sounding as if you are brushing something on the surface. That is how these two major effects of scratches can really do to your song. We are going to play them on the song, then we'll get to see the effect. Let's start the beat again this time around. So I've shifted back this time around. It's going to give us that real correct tap scratch that we really want again. This time around you get to see the difference. That was the first part, this is the second part now. Sorry if you're just coming across this channel for the first time. I'm sure there is a lot of content that you've really missed out. Just check, all my links are in the description box where you can download the sample pack I'm using for this. If you want the sample pack for beat composition, I also talk about music making, instrumental composition. The list is endless. Here we talked about serious experiment that will really improve our skills, not just being DJs but becoming financially independent. As you build your audience, as you become popular, there is when you get to build a financial means beyond just the normal performance you do on a daily basis as a DJ all over. So with this, the mapping is already there. For those who are already enjoying it, the mapping is already there. You can just lay your hands on if you are just coming across it for the very first time. Then for those who are just coming, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to keep a date. The list of the information I'm providing here is endless. Check the channel for more and I'm sure you'll be glad you did. So let's get over. We are going to be looking at another part of this possibly in the next video, where we get to play with the acapella. This time around we'll get an acapella sound and we'll try to play around with it and we'll get to see how it affects our sound. This effect is not only applicable on virtual DJ, it's cut across every controller device that you can lay your hands on that you use. So you have to be mindful of this as you set this cue point, and don't forget, as you count the bars of the song, this is how all these things works too. We are going to be looking at it more detail as time goes on. For your questions, reviews, or anything you want me to talk about, please don't forget to drop your questions or suggestion at the link at the description box comment section, so that I can see how I can assist you in that regard. Thank you once again for being there.